Good evening, everybody. My name is Rosie Gonzales, and I am the unopposed Democrat candidate for the 436 Judicial District Court. That is a hybrid court. What that means is that adolescents under 17 and under are charged under the penal code in this court, but what dictates how these teenagers are dealt with is the family code. So it's a combination of both Texas Family Code and the Penal Code that dictates how we will deal with these offenders and alleged offenders. It is one of three courts in the county that deal specifically with juveniles in our county that are accused of committing some type of offense under the Penal Code. And I bring to you a very unique experience to the bench. Practice of law, which I've been doing for about 8 years, is my second career. Prior to becoming an attorney for 11 years, I was a social worker that focused on adolescent social work and juvenile corrections. I was a CPS, Child Protective Services investigator, for 3 years. That was followed by working with indigent folks all over the city, working for Catholic Family Charities. I then worked for communities and schools on the south side of San Antonio and worked hands-on with identified gang members who were pulled out into portables. I helped develop jobs for them, job trained them, and then made sure they got their paychecks throughout the summer while I worked for communities and schools. I was then hired by the Mexican American Unity Council as their youngest director for a $1 million grant program that drew their kids from juvenile court and justice of the peace courts. We handled kids ages 12 to 15 who had some disclosure of substance abuse, experimentation, and it was a diversion program that reported back to juvenile court and reported back to the justice of the peace courts. We did such a good job with those kids that I was recruited by Travis County Juvenile Court to be an intensive supervision officer in their court and supervised felony offenders, Spanish-speaking offenders, and I also supervised the sex offenders in those courts. And from there, went to South Texas and also taught special ed in my old high school that I graduated from before I came back to San Antonio and graduated from St. Mary's University for the second time from their law school. I was an undergrad alumni and I was also a law school alumni, and I'm now. I've been practicing for 8 years, as I told you before. During that time, my focus of litigation, and I'm also a trial attorney, and it has been in family law with a specific focus on child abuse litigation, also representing children as an item and assisting parents when possible in reunifying with their children. Here's the message I want to leave with each and every one of you. And you can ask anyone that I've litigated against, and you can ask every one of the judges I've been before. I have a passion for justice. And I want to bring that passion for justice back to the heart of Bexar County, and that's our youth. I have the real life experience that will guarantee to you the real life decisions that can ensure offender rehabilitation, community safety, and victim restitution. So I humbly tonight ask for your vote and for your endorsement. Thank you for your time.